The U.S. organ transplant system is in chaos. Patients at the top of the waiting list, the sickest people who should get priority, are being skipped. Instead, organs are going to less critical patients, hospitals with better connections, and even those who aren't on the list at all. The result? Over 1,200 people have died in the past 5 years after getting close to the top of the list, only to be passed over. This isn't just a glitch in the system. This is corruption. Let's break it down. For decades, fairness has been the guiding principle of the U.S. transplant system. A national registry ranks patients based on urgency of need, how sick they are, how long they've been waiting, compatibility with the donated organ. But here's the problem. That list is being ignored. Just a few years ago, skipping patients on the list was rare. Now it happens in nearly 20% of transplants. That's 6 times more often than before. Hospitals are creating secret hot lists of preferred patients. Organ procurement organizations are steering donations to favored hospitals, skipping over hundreds of patients in the process. Some hospitals aren't even offering organs to the next patient in line. They just give it to someone else. One case was Marcus Edsall Parr, a 15-year-old boy who spent nearly a decade waiting for a kidney. When a perfect match became available, he was first in line. But he didn't get the kidney. Neither did the second person, nor the third. Instead, it was given to someone 3,557 places further down the list. The transplant system is supposed to be about saving the sickest patients first. But now it's all about what's convenient for the hospitals. Why would hospitals ignore the list? Because there's more money in it. Hospitals get paid for every transplant. The faster they move, the more revenue they bring in. Transplants improve hospital rankings, which makes them more competitive for insurance contracts and federal funding. Healthier patients have better survival rates, making hospitals look better on national metrics. This means critically ill patients are skipped for healthier ones who are easier to operate on. It's not about saving the most lives, it's about what's best for business. Every organ transplant in the U.S. is controlled by nonprofit organizations called OPOs, but these groups have massive power with almost no oversight. There are 55 OPOs across the country, each with exclusive control over organ donations in their area. Some OPO executives make over $1 million a year, despite hospitals complaining that organs are being wasted. The federal agency overseeing the system, UNOS, has been so overwhelmed by violations that they no longer review every case. This means hospitals can break the rules and no one holds them accountable. Over the past 5 years, 1,200 patients have died after being skipped. After years of complaints, the federal government is finally stepping in. The Health Resources and Services Administration is now forcing UNOS to crack down on rule breaking. Some lawmakers are calling for a complete overhaul of the transplant system. Patients and their families are filing lawsuits against hospitals for ignoring the list. But will anything actually change? Or will the hospitals and OPOs continue to control who lives and who dies? Like this video, follow our page and stay tuned. We're just getting started.